What's up, YouTube? I'm Super Dan the Shoe Man. I like shoes, and I've got kind of an unboxing for you here today. I know, the video you see in a couple of days from now will not be an unboxing, but you need to look at it because I'm going to unbox something, I guess, but it's not a pair of shoes. But I have some good news for you here. Haley, have you ever heard that you're supposed to fear God?
Maybe you've heard that? Yeah, I think I have.
I've heard it plenty of times, and when you hear fear, it's like, what, fear? I'm supposed to be afraid of God?
Yeah.
Like, it can be confusing to me. I mean, it's been confusing to me. It could be confusing to you too. And I want to, and what I've heard the explanation is, fear is more like a healthy respect for, but that just really sounds like you're trying to lighten up or sugarcoat the word fear.
Right.
Not really explaining it to me in some way that that settles easily with me, you know? But guess what? I found it.
Did you?
Jesus actually explained it for us. Explained it for us in the Bible. Let me find it for you here really quick. Paintball is mad at somebody out there. All right, let me explain it for you. Let me find it. I have to cut this out. All right. Deuteronomy 6:13 is where we hear something about fearing the Lord. You shall fear the Lord your God and serve him. That's Deuteronomy. That's Old Testament, right? Jesus wasn't around way back then. He was prophesied, but he wasn't actually around. But Jesus himself actually quoted that verse, but not exactly. And he did that in Matthew 4:8-10. And he says, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only you shall serve. So he quoted it almost exactly from Deuteronomy 6:13. You shall fear the Lord your God and serve him. And instead, Jesus says, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only you shall serve. Which one of those words? Which word was interchanged? Fear with?
I don't remember.
Worship.
Worship.
You shall worship.
Sorry.
And I think what that shows me is that now that we're in a new covenant and Jesus is here and has redeemed us, that it's not about fear or even a healthy respect for anymore. It's about worship God. And I know that I can worship God in a whole lot of things that I do. And I hope and I feel like and have faith that this ministry here that I have on YouTube is a way for me to worship God in everything that I do. Something fun that I'm doing, something I enjoy doing, something earthly that I enjoy doing, I am doing for his glory here on YouTube. So I have some more good news though. What's today, Haley? Do you know?
Tuesday the 8th.
Today is Tuesday, February the 8th. Yesterday, on Monday, February the 7th, I received a phone call.
You sound like Ellie Beast.
Ellie Beast?
Yes.
Oh, I received a phone call. Yes. All right. We'll get there in a second. I received this phone call. I was half asleep during my lunch break, sitting on the couch. I'm just lucky that I happened to look up and I saw my phone light up with the phone number on it, and I answered it like I normally do, expecting that it's a telemarketer. Do you know what I say when it's a telemarketer? Hello. And they have dialers, and I've worked with dialers for years, and I know how they work. And somebody on the other end of a dialer, the associate working for the company with the dialer, should know that if the phone call gets connected back to them, the person on the other end has already said hello. But instead, these telemarketers, they respond to your hello with, hello? What did I call you? So anyways, I did kind of have that disrespectful hello. And then I heard some rustling and I was like, oh, wait, I don't think this is a telemarketer. And then this guy says, is this Daniel Herman? I said, yes, it is. And he had this big surprise news for me. Again, Monday, February the 7th. It was Hibbit calling me. Watch this.
You were so...
We're going in here today. Hibbit Sports. Today is February the what? Do you know what today is?
February
Like the 5th?
Like this. No,
The
February
6th?
the 6th.
Or maybe even the 7th. I don't know. We're going here today in February though. And guess what we're getting? We're getting the Jordan 1 patent breads that came out in December. Nice! They called me today and they said, hey, I got an extra pair. They just got their shipment. There's one with your name on it if you can get up here today. We're here, let's go.
Yeah.
Monday, February the 7th.
Oh my gosh.
Almost a month and a week after the Jordan 1 High patent leather releases, Hibbett calls me and says, we have your size 11. If you can get here by 8 o'clock today, come and get it. Like, I want to show you this to hopefully show you that I'm not, like, messing with y'all. Yeah, here. It's Hibbett, right? Hibbett. You see Hibbett?
Hibbett.
Okay. Now look at this. You see that under there? Quantity, Jordan 1 High, OG. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
And this is, wait, here's today. Let me get rid of my credit card information. There's date 2/7, 4:10 p.m. So I managed to make it down there. I got to keep my receipts nowadays because of the IRS. So I go down to Hibbett, and what do they have for me? Yes, they really did. A fresh, crispy pair of patent bread ones. That's some good news, isn't it?
Yep.
So, I think that Hibbett actually has been historically my best place to cop through raffles. That's where I've won the most raffles, is at Hibbett. But I've never won any of the big raffles, and at least when this was released, the hype has kind of died down, but at least when this released, this was hyped. This would have been my biggest hit ever. Like I said, now since it's died down, maybe it's not my biggest hit ever on Hibbett. But this would have been then. And I'm kind of convinced, I talked with one of my Hibbett guys, I got a couple other Hibbett guys I could talk to, but probably the one that I expect to know the most. And they told me that the list was sent to them from the app, from Hibbett Online, of who entered, and they just chose names off of this list. Now, he didn't call me, this wasn't his store, but he said that's how they did it at their store, at least. I don't know if that's true or not, but just last week, probably for the first time ever, I bought merchandise at City Gear, not Hibbett, but since they're part of the same place, I bought this merch at Hibbett. Speaking of this merch, before I sat down here to record this video, I asked Haley, should I pop this on or not? You know, like, oh wait, I gotta get dressed. And then, you know, have it on. But she said, like, you basically meant it's cringy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Dora?
Well, no. I don't mean it's cringy like Dora. I mean, it just gives me that kind of, like...
Little kid vibe?
Yeah, that, but at the same time, it's just like, what do you want me to do in this? Like, I don't know. It's just a weird thought.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, you know, when you're sitting there watching Dora and she's like, where is my map? And it's like an inch away from her. That weird feeling you get when you're just like, why is
this is dumb?
No.
I think that's a weird feeling I get.
Well, I do. That's why I said you shouldn't do it. I don't know how to describe the feeling. That's the best I can do.
Not cringy, not dumb, childish.
No, because it's not really childish. It's just, I just get an odd feeling from it.
Well, this ain't childish. No, so I bought this, and like I said, I think this is the first time I've ever bought apparel from Hibbett or City Gear, like something other than shoes. And yeah, I don't think I have. Can you think of anything?
Mm-mm.
So I don't know if buying that changed anything. If it's true that they already had this list.
I didn't know that was in there.
Family?
Yeah.
This is in all of them.
I didn't even know that.
But I think that might have changed something. But if it's true that they just had a list of people and they just chose a name on the list and called them, I don't know why they wouldn't have gone back to do that kind of thing through the app, though, even though it is a month and a week later. But anyways, this is their initial shipment. This is not a restock. And retail, 40 days later, here it is. That's great news. So let me go back just a little further, talking about this in general. Sometimes I pay resale for shoes before they've released because I want to make a video for y'all. I do that sometimes. Other times, I have paid resale, but like maybe 3 times. One of the resales was for Hesper's Union 4, so that she could have one that looked like mine, and I think it sold for, I think I paid only about $120 more than what I paid for my pair. So it wasn't that much, and my pair was retailed from Union. So it wasn't that much more, but for most shoes, it's like, why pay a resale? Like, I think half the reason why I go, not half the reason, part of the reason why I go for these shoes is because it's exciting.
Yeah.
You get excited, Haley, when we get into draws?
Sometimes.
For shoes that you want, at least?
Yeah. No, because I never win, so I don't really get excited anymore.
Yeah, it's been a while. But you haven't even tried much lately.
I know.
So you gotta go to school.
I mean, I don't have to. I can just stay home if you really
You have to.
insist.
You have to. So I think that's part of the hype, part of the sneaker culture nowadays is hitting on raffles, like getting shoes that are hard to get. Just the fact that you get it, even if you don't really like them that much. You still haven't worn these recently, have you?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Because I look funny.
Why do you look funny?
Because my legs are too short. I just have stubby looking legs. Those shoes make me look funny.
Okay.
You asked.
All right. Yes, I did. Maybe I'm disappointed that you feel that way about yourself.
Well,
that
it's okay.
shoes make stubby looking legs. Do you like these at least?
I love those.
All right, good.
They kind of hurt my toes a little bit. My
Hopefully
big
they'll
toes.
stretch out a little bit. But anyways,
I love them.
Part of it is just hitting on these hyped releases and getting something that's hard to get. I'm gonna keep these for a little while at least. I have 3 other pairs. What, 5 other pairs. But I'm gonna keep these for a little bit at least. I probably won't keep all of these pairs forever. But there's like always a second chance. Always a second chance. Sometimes there's gonna be restocks, and one of the best ways to help yourself with a second chance is going to stores often and making relationships with people in stores. Even if it's not people that work there, if it's just people that are around a lot. Make relationships and be personable just a little bit. Right, Haley?
Yes.
I know that's really hard for you, but you should try. Haley actually applied for a job at Foot Locker.
I did.
And she needs to try to follow up with that because that would be great.
I know.
Unfortunately, Hibbett and Finish Line and City Gear don't start hiring until at least 17. I think maybe 18 for Hibbett.
And Foot Locker.
No.
I mean, and Finish Line.
City Gear was 17, so she's not quite there yet. But figured, would you call this a flex?
Yeah.
You making a video of getting this shoe for retail 40 days later?
Yeah.
This is a flex. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome for the flex. I just wanted to flex and tell you, look, 40 days later, we're still popping retails. Make sure you tell your grandma that Super Dan Shoe Man's over here flexing.
Popping retails.
Popping retails 40 days later. Comment down below. Tell me if you were able to hit anything on these, because I've heard a lot of Hibbets were getting their adult sizes, men's sizes later on, like last week, which was when? Still like the first week of February.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were asking me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So comment down below. Tell me if you were able to get any of these late retail pairs. Smash the like button. I'll see you next time.
You're so pretty.
Say bye.
Shoes. Ah! Shoes. And I like shoes.
Fire!